course, as world champion, was there waiting already. So Carlo Biardo against Fedor Gorst will be playing that final tomorrow morning, 10 a.m.
Yeah, Carlo was down a set and 3-1 in the second set. Filler had one chance when it was Hill. Helped himself on the 5. And Carlo played a great third set. He needed to advance to the final there to really be in the running for the top 2, never mind the number 1 spot. So that all-around challenge shaping up to be a close one.
Yeah, very interesting, great concept. Kun Lin breaking off, looking to get his team on the hill. Ball down, the 8 ball in the corner. Flew in there, Eric.
Yeah, I got kicked by the 1 on the way down, I think. Choosing to not play the tight position on the 2 in the long pocket. They're going to play for the bank here. Tough to slow the cue ball down here. It's got to be hit pretty specifically. Could have been part of it as well. They knew they were running into the 5. The bank would be the only option. See if he sticks with it. It's not the ideal angle for a bank. But still easy enough that I think he will. Cue ball is going to be running into the 9, but towards, or pardon, yeah, the 9, but towards the 3.
Doesn't want to get caught on the 9. Might he dig down a little bit? No.
That's a great try.
Played it with good pace. Did get a decent enough shot on the 3 ball and got very, very close with the 2 as well. Slightly unfortunate. It is a chance now for Wei Patsura to get on the hill themselves.
Pretty inviting rack here. 7 ball is going to require some tight position, but the 6 is playing nicely into an angle where you can play 2 rounds back.
Oh, slow up, cue ball, slow up, cue ball. Oh, he's hooked up. So he's hooked her rather.
Yeah, not much in the way of kick safe here. Kind of just got to go at this ball. Take a shot at pocketing it. It's close to the rail she's kicking to, so she'll be able to feel getting close to it. Just totally backed off. That's a smart shot, actually. There's a big wall of blockers there. Did she catch the window, though, Mark? Jeez.
Well, maybe. It's a jump as well, though, isn't it? If not, but I think there might be a gap through here. Believe it or not, yeah, there is a gap through. Can you believe it? Like you, Eric, I'm a little bit surprised that she did play it at that pace that she did. It was quite a soft hit, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was riskier. It was going to pay more dividends if she hit it well, and she actually did and got the worst luck result she could have hitting it that way.
Yeah, could never have thought that she would be leaving the gap. High percentage that she would have hidden it behind one of those 3 balls, but sometimes the unexpected happens. So one more difficult or precision position shot needed, maybe just centre of the table.
Yeah, you just want to get straight enough for ideally the cue ball's not running into the 9 here. It's in between. She's down at it pretty quick. Probably just going to soft draw the cue ball around the 9. Shot.
Yeah, gorgeous shot. Dragged it round.
Those are the finesse shots that don't look that hard, but they are, you know, they're actually some of the toughest shots on the table.
Yeah, try and play them, Eric, without decelerating. Very, very difficult shot to play, but as you say, made it look very easy, but it's not. Like the duck paddling underwater, working away like crazy inside, but smooth on the surface, and they do arrive at the hill at 3-2.
It'll be hand you to break in game number 6. Go ahead, Mark.
I'm just going to bring you up with a couple of latest scores going on in the women's 10 ball. Are playing the losers round matches. Lisette Fernandez has lost 2-0. There's Brittany Bryant and Kelly Fisher, look, two greats of the pool world. Brittany unfortunately out. Kelly going pretty strong still. She'll have her eyes on that 10 ball title, and I'm sure Brittany will be wishing up all the best as well. Margaret Fefilova has taken the first set now against April Larson. No score in the second so far. Savannah Easton is level 2-2 with Mayuki Kurabashi. Emmanuel Gremia has lost the first set against Sylviana Liu. Ashley Benoit has won the first set against Canadian Miriam Lafranchise. Did I butcher that name, Eric?
Pretty good. French-Canadian, yeah.
Oh, the one was on its way, got hit by the 6, but the 6 went in the side instead. And a shot on the 1, Eric.
Yeah. 3, 4, 10 are jammed up near the breaking area. It's too aggressive to try to go into it 2 rails here, and I don't know if I have a chance to get on the 2. Might be just playing a pattern to play safe on the 3.
Well, he was trying to clip it there, maybe, was he? Or did he just go all out for the 2 ball? That 8 ball is kind of in the way, isn't it? Can't really get anywhere near this 3. So what about the 3-10 combo? Is that an option? Or not the combo, the carom, rather.
Yeah, it looks possible. And you could play the 3 in a way where it's going to kind of bank up the middle. And best case scenario, if you didn't make the 10, the cue ball would end up near the 4. They're thinking about it. It'd be force Hill in this first set. I think the other reason they're considering it is because they can kind of bank the 3 right up the middle and possibly get safe with the 3 if the 10 doesn't go.
Yeah, just don't miss the 2.
Good angle at it. Yeah, it looks like you can play it natural. Doesn't have to draw it. Definitely want to be following this ball if you can. Looks like you can.
Wait, can see if it's in. Not hard enough, not hard enough. Well, just needs to make the 3 ball. Doesn't have to do anything with a cue ball for an easy 4-10 to win the first set. Always risky, aren't they, Eric, combos, especially on the 10.
Yeah, it's a little off to the edge of the pocket. I mean, I think they're just thinking, do we want to elevate and put some more speed into this, or just want to slow roll it? I think I'd favor the slow roll here. Just got to trust the table.
Saw 3 fantastic shots like this in a row from Kun Lin earlier on, slow rolling them as well. Well, 1 hard and 2 slow rolls.
Yeah, must have had just a little angle going to the right, so she played a little more speed, but overcut it. Lots of action in this rack so far. Both teams going to be going after that 10 ball over the corner pocket.
Just has to draw this back. Will she just clip the 8 ball with a cue ball, or can she just draw past it? A little carom into the 8 may help her here. Well, try to steal a bit.
Yeah, definitely played it to that side of the pocket, but at that speed, you really got to get inside the pocket. Can't hit any rail on the way in there. So, very inviting chance for Wei Patsura to take down the first set here.
Well, they started off very well. Went out to a 2-0 lead. Should have gone 3-0. But it looks very likely now 4-2 to take the first set. I think you might even be able to just double kiss this in as well. Even if you didn't hit it great. If you hit it a little bit thick, maybe it will still double kiss in. No, she's hit it perfect anyway. No problem. So the first set to Vilaliy and Wei Tzu Chien. I'm guessing they're going to go for a little break. And we'll be back with set number 2, guys, very, very shortly. See you soon. Beg your pardon, there was a mix-up on the scoreboard. There was a mix-up in the mixed doubles. They had the score round the wrong way, so they weren't on the hill, but they both are now. It's hill-hill. I wonder why they weren't leaving the arena. That's why. And thank you very much as well to SHCH, whoever you might be. Thank you so much for that. Well spotted. If you want to know the score, look in the chat. They're right on it. Thank you, guys. So Vilaliy breaking off.
The 1 ball
break,
and
1
the 6.
inside. Look at the 2 ball dressing up as well very nicely. Eric, this is a great chance, isn't it? How's the 4?
Can't ask for more on the break here. Of course, a little surrounded, but it does have the most obvious pocket at the bottom left. Cue ball is going to be coming off the rail here, and if you get an angle with the 3 going towards the rail, you're risking a scratch, so just going to draw back for the side. Nice shot. It was tough to get even that much draw out of it. Patsura is going to have to manage the angles coming around 3 rails here. Yeah, might have to go between the 4 or 5.
Can he possibly check this off of the second rail or not? Is it too thin?
Yeah, I think it's not enough of an angle going to the right off the 3. It'll just come off too straight if he tries that. Another problem with it being so thin is he might not be able to draw it enough as well. Yeah, he had to bank it. It was too thin.
Doesn't look like it goes anywhere apart from the side. Well, it's a thin one.
Yeah, if the cue ball's running in the 9 here, it'll make the shot a little easier.
She's calling the 10. She's called the 10 in the side. That's what she's called.
Cue ball behind the 8. What a shot this would be.
Yes. Great effort. Now is this cuttable?
If it is, the cue ball's running right into the 7-10. Doesn't have enough of it to play the cue ball behind the 7-10, just in a safe. A long distance jump here.
Could miss this altogether. Oh, please. He deserves to be on the 5 after that.
Not the roll behind the 9. Shot of the tournament there. Here comes another one.
Yeah, can she reach the jump?
It? Yeah, maybe not. No, she can't. It's too far out on the table. Attempts. Ended up pretty safe from there. Patsura's taking a look at the cut. Not there, so I'm going to try to stick the cue ball where the 5 is. With a lot of speed, create as much distance as you can between the 5 and the cue ball.
Great spirit, isn't it, this match? They're all having fun. That's a beautiful kick and stick. Doesn't want the 9 to go. Oh dear. Now then, this is a bit of a conundrum. Does he go for the jump here, or does he give it back, Eric?
Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, it's especially because the score is hill to hill. It's tempting to want to take a shot at the win here. It's really a margin call. I mean, he just jumped one in that was twice as tough as that. It's going to be on Wei for the set here.
Well, he's kind of saying, if you make it, you deserve it. This for the first set. Up she goes. And over the 8. She's missed it. Oh, she wanted that in, if anything. Yeah, chance now then. It's been a funny set. Eric summed the set up for us.
Yeah, very entertaining last 2 racks. Both teams had a chance to win the last game with the 10 over the corner. I'd say it's been weak play from either team, just really back and forth stuff. Wu really
entertaining.
Got them, yeah, Wu really got them out of trouble with that jump on the 4.
Paul isn't always about breaking and running, is it? Tactical side is always very, very interesting as well. Misses add that little bit of drama. We've had some excellent shots, particularly that 2-ball jump from Wu, and it's kind of fitting. that they take this opening set with that brilliant jump, and it was the jump from Wei on the 5 which allowed them back in to take this first set. So this time we have got the score right, guys. Han Yu and Wu lead Wei on Patsura by 1-0. We'll be back with set number 2. Eric Hallison and myself, Mark White, very, very soon. Ta-da for now. Players are back. Eric Hallison and myself in the booth for the remainder of this one. Just to bring you up to date with some scores. Jesus Atencio up against Aloysius Yap. Yap took the opening set, but Atencio coming back in the second. He's now 3-2 up, so could be going to a final deciding set there. What's going to happen here? First set advantage to Yu and Wu. It's Wei breaking.
Nothing down this time. Both teams were pretty successful on the break in the first set. Yu and Wu were at 75%. Wei and Vitali were at 67%.
Yeah, I want to ask, or not ask, but thank Michael Salmon, the pool stat guy, for providing us with all these great stats that we're bringing you throughout these matches. So thank you very much, Michael. Doing good things in the pool world. Classy shot from Kun Lin.
He's left the left long rail. Calling the 10 here in a low percentage call. For him to go at this with some speed.
Oh, the scratch. Yeah, just not going their way at the moment. The fist pump from Wei saying, come on, it's okay. It was a good, solid hit. Just a little bit unfortunate. Another day, you'd have made the 10 there. But it is an opening, and it's a good one, Eric. Okay, the 3 ball is a little bit awkward, but there is the 3-9 combo on as a possibility as well.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to try to play into it here, kind of push it towards the left long run.
I think that's what she was looking at, aiming it up. Yeah, clever little shot that, isn't it? Beautifully played by Han Yu. Of course, with ball in hand, it was made much easier, but still to judge it to perfection, great shot.
Cue ball looks like it's playing between the 8-9 here.
Would Wu be in your top 10 players, would you say, Eric, or top 20?
Well, definitely as far as style. I think he's a player that gets overlooked. That's Line's coming in between the 4 here. Wu's going to go with the jump cue again. Yeah, I guess he just doesn't get over into North America as much, so he's not thought of as, you know, one of those top 10 players. But as far as style and the way he hits the ball, I don't think he's any far away from all those other players. And he has had a couple really strong wins. Won the Las Vegas
Totally
Open.
agree. Totally agree with you. He really is a classy player. And look at that jump shot as well. The control on that once again was just fantastic.
Yeah, it's made it look easy there. He kind of gets overshadowed by the Ko brothers from Chinese Taipei as well. But definitely in their league, no doubt. Ball really proving profitable here for Han and Wu.
Yeah, everyone always talks about Fedor Gorst, you know, about his jumping. Jesus Atencio, of course, is another great jumper. He's incidentally lost his first set against Yap, but he's 3-2 up in the second set just diversifying just a little bit. But yeah, I mean, with jumping like that, he's got to be considered up there in the list of jumpers as well, Eric.
Yeah, and just the finesse that he displays when he hits the ball, you can just tell he's a very strong player. Stays around that medium speed on so many shots. Sign of a real champion.
Yeah, the stroke never really changes. He's got such a great presence around the table as well. He's very calm. He's got his demeanour never changes. He always looks very, very solid, very, very classy. I really like him. I really like watching his game, and he does remind me slightly of Ko Ping Chung as well, that kind of ilk, you know, that kind of player.
Yeah. Similar stroke pace, similar stroke length.
Yeah, really, really enjoy watching him. I honestly really do. Margaret Fefilova, after taking the first set against April Larson, she's now 2-1 up in the second. There's Christina to catch, talking to, who's that guy there then? I wonder, is she trying to get another new cue? What cue do you want this time then, Christina? Christina playing some great stuff. Recently won her first WPBA event, reached a few finals as well. I think it was Margaret Fefilova she beat in the final of one of those WPBA events. So in control of the second set. The Predator Arcos 2 balls are about to be smashed to smithereens. Oh yes, after a few bumps like a pinball machine, and finishes perfect on that. And look at the 210. Look at the 210.
Can't really hold it on the proper angle. Just going to come across, but I hear you on that one.
I'm getting excited, Eric, aren't I? I'm getting too excited. Too early on.
Rack's looking good. You can draw for the side here. Be a lot of cue ball movement, 4 shots in a row from the 4, 5, 6, 8. And actually all the way back to the 9, so a lot of cue ball movement.
Yeah, 5 o'clock on the clock face there, low right, widening the angle off of that rail. Played it very, very nicely indeed. So referee looking very, very official, very, very smart as well. Great job by all these EPBF referees from Europe. Oh, this is it straight or is it just a slight angle, Eric, where she can go top? No, she's drawing.
Yeah,
dead straight look.
up. Cue ball's going to move about 40 feet in these next 4 shots. Kind of almost like a drill where you go up and down table.
Yeah, don't be too straight on this. I think he's got a nice angle on this. So another key shot there. There seems to have been a few key shots in this particular rack. As you say, the cue ball, well, I hope it's got some air miles because it's travelled quite a bit in this particular rack. Should be due an upgrade to business class after this rack.
It's okay. She needs an angle to get back for the 9. Just a little more than she'd want.
Very reminiscent of an 8-ball she played earlier on in an earlier rack in the last set, isn't it? She hit it a little bit thick and took the pace out of it. She doesn't want to hit this too thick. A little bit thinner, if anything.
Nicely played. Going to be a little straight here. Any kind of angle, I'm sure Wu will deal with it.
Oh, he's laughing. They're both laughing about it. Would you believe it? The amount of times that they've had to travel up and down. They've got to do it one more time to take this rack and double their lead. Low left this time. Watch the cue ball spin down. That's a beautiful shot. What a glorious shot that is.
Just effortless the way he hits the ball too.
He times the ball so sweetly, Eric. It's just so... Oh, it's beautiful to watch. I just love it. Could watch him all day long. And it is 2-0. They're enjoying themselves out there. Wei and Vilaliy not looking quite so happy at the moment, and rightly so. It looks like you can have an uphill battle. Remember, guys, tomorrow morning on this table we have another final for you. It's between Carlo Biardo and Fedor Gorst in the final of the 9-ball. Explain, Eric, to our viewers the challenge of champions that's going on at the moment, and who's doing what and who's winning and what the point system is and all that kind of good stuff. Come on.
Yeah. So they're playing 3 tournaments: 8-ball, 9-ball, and 10-ball. All world champions in each division. They've completed the 8-ball tournament. It's 3 points to the winner of the tournament, 1 point to second place, and 0 points to third place. So the current point standings are Josh Filler's at 3, Fedor Gorst is at 1, and Carlo Biardo is at 0. Each world champion automatically advances to the final of each division. So they're guaranteed 1 point in the game that they're world champion in. So Gorst automatically advanced to the final of the 9-ball. So he's on 2 points overall, and Biardo will be on 1. Winning the final is actually pretty big for Biardo. If he does, the overall points will be Gorst with 4, Biardo with 3, and Filler with 1, I believe. Yeah. So it's close overall. It's going to come down to the 8-ball. And the player that has the most points after the 3 tournaments will get to pick the game in the grand final, which is worth $15,000 first prize. We were speculating earlier about which game you would pick if you actually won the points in the all-around. We were thinking about 10-ball just because there'd be more exchanges. But it's definitely an intriguing tournament. Final of the 9-ball will be at 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. local time tomorrow.
Yeah, I think you can guess for sure that Fedor Gorst won't be picking 8-ball. If you saw his interview, which he did after his win in the 8-ball, he said he doesn't really play it very much. He doesn't really like the game too much. So I'm thinking, well, it'd be interesting to see who he actually plays in the final, because who you play might have a little bit of a bearing on it as well. If he gets Biardo in the final of the 10-ball, don't forget Biardo's already there, being world 10-ball champion. I wonder, would Fedor switch it up and play 9-ball? Interesting to see. Some interesting little side stories attached to that tournament. I think it's a genius idea. Whoever thought of it, the Challenge of Champions, absolutely brilliant. You deserve a raise.
Looks like Han and Wu gaining the advantage after this safety exchange here. Gotta avoid the 5 coming across the table here. Cubo's going to check a little bit off the second rail, but she can get to where she needs to.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, couldn't hit much better there. Deep angle for Wu. 4 is kind of in the way of the ideal track that you want to take with the cue ball. If he goes past the 4, I feel like it's going to run underneath the 3, but still value in just trying to get the cue ball near the 3. This could possibly end up on the 3 in the side if he crosses it perfectly.
Well, if they can get on the hill here, it's a great lead already, having that first set in the bag. There's our referee, Gintaras Petrovas, doing a fine job. Yeah, just deciding to play the safety, didn't want to risk it.
Yeah, it was just too low percentage to get on a real solid pocketing angle on the 3, so backed off there. Wise choice. Avoiding the jump here because she's avoiding the jump because she's worried about the scratch off in the bottom right. So I'm gonna try to play kick safe. Oh, that's a bad misjudgment. Felt like she was trying to spin it to kind of get a real specific kick safe and ended up missing the whole ball.
Well, you know, I want to stick up for Wei Wei here. I've watched her practicing, and even Kelly Fisher says she's one of the best safety players and best kickers in the women's game. So just a misjudgment there, very uncharacteristic of Wei Tzu Chien there. Going short side on the 3, that's a gorgeous shot as well. Okay, it's on the rail, but just pointing, leave me anywhere there. So just drop this 3 ball in, leave a slightly longer 4. 5 ball, nothing to do with the cue ball to get on that from the 4. So this is an excellent chance.
Trying to get straight enough on the 5 here where you can draw up the right long rail. Decided to leave a little more angle, so they'll be coming 2 rails back.
And these are those shots that he strokes in effortlessly. Gets lots of movement on the cue ball, lots of reaction from the cue ball, minimum effort.
Well, you said it exactly, Mark.
Yeah. They're just a fabulous partnership as well. You know, the way they approach the game, their camaraderie together, they're playing with smiles on their faces. I mean, they're both beautiful top cueists. And it's no wonder that they're about to get on the hill. And it's a long way back, I think, now for Wei Wei and Vilaliy.
Yeah, haven't really done that much wrong. I mean, the first set was really back and forth, but definitely in this set, haven't really had a solid chance. Just been all Wu and you.
I mean, they've been clinical, haven't they, in this second set? Can't do anything about it when your opponents play that good. And they do arrive at the hill. And if they can just get over the line. Unfortunately for Vilaliy and Wei Wei, they'll be 1 away from the trophy. But it will be woohoo for Wu Yu. Jesus Atencio has been beaten by Aloysius Yap by 2 sets to 1. So he will go onto the 1 loss side, Jesus. Haven't seen him around recently. Have you seen much of Jesus playing tournaments?
No, he must be back in South America. he spent a lot of time in the U.S. He's an ultra talented player. I mean, if you're talking about raw talent, you know, he can reach any heights he wants, and he did do some good things when he was playing more regularly. I'm interested to see what kind of made him back off.
Another terrific jumper as well, Jesus Atencio. Really is. One of the best matches I've ever seen him play was up against Carlo Biardo in the World 8 Ball in this very arena a couple of years ago. What a fabulous match that was. I commentated it with Marcus Shamat. Another good break, ball down. No luck on the one ball though, unfortunately. Unless there's a little gap again, is there, to play a safe off? One ball into the 9, thin behind the 7.
Yeah, just getting all these little windows. Remember that window in the first set when she could pocket the 3 when Wei tried to play that kick safe? That was a big turning point as well.
Yeah, that was just an unlucky roll, wasn't it, for Wei on that particular occasion. 99 times out of 100, that goes safe, but not tonight.
Looks like another window here. Cue ball's kind of playing towards the 8. Goal will be to get it behind the 6. Looks had enough for the bank. And that could be it. Still some work to do here, but they've been flawless.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to watch Wu in the men's 10 ball, the Puerto Rico Open, and of course Han Yu in the women's, and that continues tomorrow as well. Just a little few intricate little positional shots to play here. A little bit short on this, I think. Gonna have to draw to the rail and back out. Lots of left-hand spin on that, Eric, wasn't there? Check the cue ball.
Yeah. Nicely back in line here. Gonna have to probably come across table here, but it's pretty natural. And it's just gonna kill it with draw. So these are these little finesse shots we were talking about. Just being able to hit the ball so softly.
Yeah, and he still gets nicely through it, doesn't he? He reduces the backswing slightly, but still pushes the cue all the way through, so he then gets the proper effect on the cue ball that he's going for. Really was a beautiful little finesse shot.
Angle's drawing with the cue ball, staying on the rail a little bit. Might favor the inside of the pocket, keep the cue ball off the rail.
Well, if they do
enough. Comfortable
go
enough
on to finish this rack now, we will go for a short break, guys, but we will be back with the award ceremony. We are going to present the trophies and the money. 14,000 to the winners. Very nice prize fund up for grabs. It's been a really fun tournament as well. 6,000 to the runners up, so not too bad.
Smiling all the way to the finish line. Great performance over the course of the tournament.
Smiling all the way to the bank, Eric. I don't know about the finish line. A hand high five, and it just didn't happen for Vitali and Wei. But well, Eric, it doesn't get a lot better than that, does it? Just sum that performance up very, very quickly from Han Yu and Kun Lin.
Yeah, they just gained momentum throughout the match and played very well in the second set. Communicated well, kept the mood light. It's exactly what you want to do in doubles. Saw them play in earlier sets in the tournament, and they played very well as well. Stuck a set to Kelly and Alex in the semifinals. Played excellent to come back. Very well deserved victory.